Fidelity did an internal study on their highest performing accounts. You want to know what those accounts had in common? The investors were either dead or had completely forgotten their passwords. That's not a punchline. That's a data point, and it should terrify you, but also give you a ton of hope. In March 2020, the stock market collapsed 34% in less than a month, 23 trading days, gone. While millions were glued to screens, refreshing portfolios, calling brokers, the people doing nothing came out ahead. Today, I'm breaking down 6 moves that protect your wealth during a crash, not because they're complicated, but because almost no one can execute them when it counts. Here's a number that should make your jaw drop. Over 20 years, the S&P 500 averaged 8.2% annually. The average investor? 1.9%. Same market, same time period, hundreds of thousands left on the table, not from bad picks, but from behavior, buying the hype, selling the fear. Those people weren't idiots, they were human. Stanford neuroscientists found financial losses activate the same brain region as physical pain, your anterior insula, the same spot that fires when you burn your hand. So when your portfolio drops 30%, your brain registers a threat to survival. And when survival is at stake, it doesn't think, it runs. Get out. Get out now. That's ancient wiring, designed for the savannah, not your 401k. So if willpower won't save you and logic won't save you, what will? 6 moves. Every financial advisor says keep investing during a downturn. Anyone who's lived through one knows how impossible that feels at 2 a.m. when futures are crashing. Here's the fix. Take yourself out of the equation. University of Chicago found investors who automated contributions during 2008 walked away with 73% more wealth a decade later, not because they were geniuses, because they never had to make the call. Set up automatic transfers, automatic rebalancing, make it hard to undo, separate bank, phone call required. Willpower is finite. During a panic, you've burned through it all just managing anxiety. Automation doesn't need willpower. Set it up once before the chaos hits. This sounds simple, but hear me out. You need cash, not stocks, not crypto, actual cash in a high-yield savings account. 6 to 12 months of expenses, minimum. Princeton found financial scarcity, just feeling tight, reduces cognitive function by 13 IQ points. No cash buffer during a crash means every decision comes from a brain that's not firing on all cylinders. But households with emergency savings were 2.5 times less likely to make panic-driven decisions. The cash protected their nervous system. When rent is covered, when groceries are covered, your brain shifts out of survival mode, and that shift is everything. Most people treat rebalancing like an annual chore. During a crash, it's your most powerful weapon. Target 80% stocks, 20% bonds. Market tanks, stocks drop 40%. Now you're at 67% stocks, 33% bonds. Every nerve screams sell stocks, get safe. Rebalancing says the opposite. Sell bonds, buy stocks, get back to 80-20. Vanguard found disciplined rebalancing added 0.35% annually. On a $500K portfolio over 30 years, that's $200,000. It feels psychologically wrong. Buying more of what's hurting you goes against every instinct. That's exactly why it works. Almost no one can do it manually. Automate it. Set triggers. No debate. No second guessing. Here's what nobody talks about. Your income. Crashes never stay in the market. 2008 bled into layoffs. 2020 shut down industries. Next one will too. When your portfolio bleeds and your job feels shaky, that's when people cash out retirement at a 40% loss plus a 10% penalty. Households with multiple income streams were 4 times less likely to make early withdrawals. Not because they were richer, because knowing one stream could dry up, but another still flowed. That stopped the panic. Not hustle culture, strategic redundancy, freelance side gig, dividends, rental. You don't need to replace your salary, just enough backup so your brain stops treating every headline like life or death. What if checking the news during a crash is literally making you poorer? Fast, confident. UC Berkeley found investors who consumed daily financial news traded 40% more often. That extra trading slashed returns by 1.5% annually. On a $400K portfolio over 30 years, that's $300,000. MIT found emotionally charged financial headlines spread 6 times faster than neutral ones. The content finding you during a panic is algorithmically selected to trigger fear. You're not getting informed, you're getting played. Anti-news protocol. Check portfolio once a month. Read one financial summary per week. Delete every financial news notification right now. Being less informed during a crash makes you a better investor. Building powerful. This last one separates survivors from those who build generational wealth. Be greedy when others are fearful. Everyone's heard it, almost no one does it. Cornell found losses registered 2.5 times stronger than gains. Loss aversion. And during a crash, it's paralyzing. Your rational brain knows stocks are on sale at 35% down. Your emotional brain screams, buying more means losing more. Emotional always wins. The Opportunity Fund makes the decision before emotion shows up. Set aside cash, separate from emergency fund, specifically to buy when markets drop. Decide in advance what you'll buy and at what price. Commit during calm waters. When crash hits, you're not deciding, you're executing a plan you made when you could think straight. Harvard found investors with predetermined crisis strategies outperformed reactive ones by 3.2% annually after major downturns. That's retiring at 60 versus 67. Reflective, warm, clear. Look at these 6 moves together. Not one requires you to be smarter. Not one asks you to predict the market. Every single one builds a system that protects you from yourself. Automation when willpower fails, cash when fear kicks in, preset rules when emotion takes the wheel. You're not broken for wanting to sell during a crash. You're running a brain built for the savannah. These moves don't fight your biology. They work with it. The fix isn't more discipline. The fix is better systems. Drop a comment. Which move are you putting in place first? If this clicks for you, hit subscribe. See you in the next one.